New trouble. The Philadelphia School District is in the spotlight again over how it handled schools with asbestos. How the Department of Justice is now involved.
Plus, car break-in warning. Thieves ransacking cars in a quiet neighborhood. It's a story you'll only see on NBC 10. What police say you should look out for.
And lifting spirits. One man is turning shells into works of art and using them to spread kindness along the coast. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It is Thursday, May 29th, 2025.
Hey, everyone. I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today, starting with the Philadelphia School District's plan to reveal more about a new investigation by the federal government. It's all over the asbestos problems that gave the district so much trouble the last few years. NBC 10's Matt DeLucia has more on what's happening today.
Yeah, the school board meeting was moved up to noon, and this is at the top of the agenda. Now, the school board is going to be discussing matters related to the asbestos issue. The education board is going to be considering a proposed agreement between the school district of Philadelphia and the U.S. Justice Department. Now, that agreement is about the ongoing investigation of the district's handling and management of asbestos in its buildings. 6 Philadelphia school buildings closed over the course of the 2022-23 school year because of exposed asbestos. Another closed the following year. Now, the details of this agreement are not public as of yet. There is scheduled to be opening remarks, some speakers, and then a vote by the board. And again, this was just added to the agenda yesterday, but count on NBC 10 for details as we get them. In Spring Garden, I'm Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 News.
Look at today's other top stories.
We start with the deadly Memorial Day mass shooting in Fairmount Park. The manhunt is going on right now for at least 3 people who police believe were involved. 2 people were killed, 9 others were hurt. Police believe an illegal switch device was used to continuously fire a gun. If you know anything about what happened, you're encouraged to call Philadelphia police.
A Bucks County man who admitted to killing 3 family members last March will spend the rest of his life in prison. 27-year-old Andre Gordon Jr. sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences yesterday. Pleaded guilty to killing his stepmother, teenage sister, and the mother of his children.
Dozens of animals are dead after a fire at this animal rescue in Montgomery County. Flames broke out early yesterday morning inside a barn at the House of Wiggle Goats in Worcester Township. 40 of the rescue animals, including goats, sheep, and chickens, are unaccounted for. It is not clear yet what started that fire. Montgomery County, warning to car owners. Yeah,
thieves are looking for easy targets in one neighborhood, and they have some surveillance they'd like you to take a look at. Recorded in Cheltenham. This is a story from NBC 10's Katy Zachry.
These may seem like common sense reminders. You get out of your vehicle, you shut the car door, and you lock it. Double check that the doors are locked. But police here in Cheltenham Township are saying not enough people are doing these basic things, and thieves are swooping in. Investigators want you to take a good look at this surveillance video from the Sycamore Avenue neighborhood in Elkins Park. They say these 2 men were caught on someone's home surveillance camera this past weekend looking for vehicles to break into. Investigators say the men looked for any unlocked car to get into, and the video even shows one rifling through a car while the other remains on the lookout. We found a family on this block whose car has been broken into before. They tell us they lost valuables and electronics, which cost them both time and money.
I guess now it's starting to become more current of people trying to get into people's cars. So I would just say ring cameras to get the word out, and just make sure to lock your car door. And just security systems like camera systems in your cars.
The same police investigating the thefts on this street are also stressing, in addition to locking your car, don't leave anything of value inside. And if it is inside, don't leave it within view. Reporting from Cheltenham Township, Katy Zachry, NBC 10 News.
Good advice there. The annual 4th of July parade in White Marsh Township, it is back on.
Here's how people reacted at last night's Board of Supervisors meeting.
We will have a 4th of July celebration.
Residents took officials to task last week after they said they were blindsided by the decision to cancel the parade over security concerns. So township officials and community members, they worked together to plan a parade with enhanced security. Last night, the board voted to bring back the parade with additional security steps in place. A massive summerween party meant to kick off spooky season meets its demise in Atlantic County.
Yeah, Spirit Halloween's annual bash in Egg Harbor Township will not happen this summer. The company blames international disruptions and supply chain challenges. It hopes to welcome Ghouls and Goblins back for its annual launch party in 2026, but for now, all of its 1,500 stores set to open as planned in mid-August. This is a big thing that we have covered year after year, so the fact that it's not happening, I know a lot of people bummed about that.
It's going to affect a lot of people, sure.
Hey, it is hard to narrow down the best beach in New Jersey.
Yeah, but USA Today, they made a list. The Wildwoods, they've come out on top. USA Today chose the beaches of the Wildwoods as the best place in the Garden State. That's because they feature the largest stretches of land at the Jersey Shore, the second consecutive year, by the way, that the Wildwoods reached the #1 spot on this USA Today ranking in New Jersey. Hey, speaking of the shore, shells found along the shore can be turned into colorful canvases, and many people are also using them to spread kindness.
The shells are part of a movement that's exploded in popularity. NBC 10 Jersey Shore Bureau reporter Ted Greenberg shows us it's also uplifting spirits.
John Spiak's pace these days isn't what it used to be. But on these walks, carrying a box of colorful shells, he feels a rush of joy.
I'm just so happy doing it.
The waterfront in Island Heights, just one of the many stops.
Hey, how you doing?
Where this new retiree and recipient of 4 recent surgeries leaves his creative creations to brighten the lives of others.
There's no other way to put it. Just a great feeling.
The basement of John's Toms River home became a makeshift art studio and showcase for decorated shells.
This is therapy for me.
After he became part of the Facebook phenomenon called Jersey Shore Shells early last year.
I did a little research, joined the group, and fell in love with the shells.
The idea is simple. Collect shells from local beaches.
Sure knows.
Turn them into works of art, then put the shells in all sorts of places for other people to find.
I made a group and I thought, well, if I get a few hundred people, that would be so cool.
Carissa Chapkowski founded Jersey Shore Shells more than 5 years ago. It's now approaching 80,000 members.
I didn't realize there'd be like so many other people out there that thought that this was a good idea.
Photos from both the creators and those who come across the shells are shared online.
What really got me is when people were posting pictures of my shells. It's like, wow, they were found. And I've been hooked ever since.
I'm told the shells have been hidden and found along the entire Jersey Shore, from Sandy Hook to Cape May and well beyond. They've turned up in many other states too, even around the globe.
That's the thing we all should do in the world, is try and make people happy, you know?
John grew up listening to the Beatles.
This is my favorite shell right here. It's a logo of John Lennon and Imagine.
He says he'll never part with it.
I'm nowhere near an artist, but look at the logo, how good it came out. It's like he was actually guiding my hand.
John's made his mark on well over 200 shells so far. A creative outlet that's busting stress.
I do it just to relax.
And fueling smiles along the way. Ted Greenberg, NBC 10 News.
It's really sweet.
I love that story.
Really impressive work.
You want to go down and see if you can find one.
I know, all over the country.
And they're beautiful. He said, I'm no artist. No, you are an artist.
You're an artist for sure.
Beautiful work there. And that does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app, and catch us weekday mornings, by the way, from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.